fish to fry than white-tailed deer right now. And the fried fish are the corrupt, power-abusing monsters that have weaseled their way into our lives and that control our paychecks and decide to take money from the people who work so hard and give it to idiots.
I like that cowboy.
Well, that was a... Yeah, I like the hat, too. There was a Sarah Palin rally. Who, from what I can read, she's the only one you have any time for in the GOP, right?
No, I admire a lot of them. I have the greatest governor in the world. My governor shoots coyotes. What does yours do?
He doesn't shoot coyotes.
He's a great man.
But let me show you a few pictures here. Let's go through the GOP candidates as we stand.
Well-groomed young man.
Mitt Romney, your thoughts?
A good man. Not great enough.
Too good for you?
You know, when did Mr. Rogers open up the school of articulation? This guy needs to grow some nuts. This guy doesn't have any passion. We need to get somebody with some feisty attitude. We're in a terrible condition right now. We don't need to be very careful about our articulation.
Here's a guy with passion.
He does have some passion.
And he's got nuts.
And he does have some nuts, and I admire that. I don't think he's presidential.
Did you agree with him about the birther issue?
You know, I agree that we should be able to demand evidence, and I, like he and many others, I had not seen the official document, and I think we, the people, should be able to demand of our elected officials. I have not seen it, but she's not president.
Why aren't you demanding to see hers?
If she runs for president, I would.
No, but some would say that the only reason people wanted to see Obama's is because he's an African-American.
And isn't that offensive? Isn't that pathetic that they have to reduce it to a race issue? That is the most evil, rotten, soulless condition in America, that as soon as you disagree with someone of a different color, that the racist accusations fly. That is soulless, inaccurate, and wrong.
Fine. Have you ever asked to see the birth certificate of any other president or presidential candidate?
No, I haven't.
Why not?
I was never active enough in politics.
Why is it so important?
Because the question came up whether it existed. Here's what I would expect, Piers, and I think, are you an American citizen now?
Not yet.
Well, I'll help you.
A British citizen.
You're just hanging out with me as a feather in your cap.
It's probably putting me off.
Somebody bring him a gun. What we need to do in this country is do what the Tea Party is doing. Get our heads out of our ass and get involved. This experiment in self-government demands that we all participate. Now we're getting more involved, but I would like to believe that there is a legislature, that there are senators and congressmen that would make sure the guy that's president qualifies. Call me weird. I didn't think the guitar players had to check these guys out. So then once the question came up, many of us wanted to ask that question.
If you're so determined to get these questions answered, when are you going to start asking where Sarah Palin's birth certificate is? Just to balance things out.
The minute she runs for president.
You will?
Absolutely. I would say at this point in time, we have now established we need to see the proof that you're qualified, no matter who it is.
Great. So you would like to see every candidate now produce...
I think we need to... Either that or create a panel, a government panel that hopefully we could trust. Wait a minute. Never mind. Yeah, I would want to see it.
Are you an American? Were you born here?
Hopelessly, yes.
I've got a feeling you probably were.
Yeah, good feeling.
Hard to imagine you being born anywhere else.
You have some instincts. Are you a predator?
Newt Gingrich?
Probably the smartest guy out there, and when he speaks for me.
Would you vote for him?
Right now, yes.
Interesting. Tim Pawlenty.
A great man. Did great things up there in Minnesota. Am I right? Minnesota? Great man. When he speaks logic. He speaks Constitution and Bill of Rights. I like that.
Why are you such a big fan of Sarah Palin?
Because it's the quintessential American politics. And let me run you down the timeline. Housewife, mother, Alaska, taking care of homes. Saw some politics that she didn't think was right. Started asking questions, found out that her hunches were right and that there was corruption and there was misdirection in the local government of, I believe, Wasilla, Alaska, right next to Trappers Creek, where I bear hunt. And she got involved as just a citizen. She became mayor because she voiced concerns that were supported by the majority of her neighbors. Pure politics, American we the people politics personified. And then she identified other corruption and less than ideal performance by politicians. She became governor with the support of the majority. A housewife, mayor, governor, and then brought in, I never even heard of her until my buddy John wanted her to be the vice presidential candidate. And then I did some research, and I went, no wonder I like Alaska so much. They had an ass kicker in there. Had somebody taking care of business, fixing things, getting rid of wasteful taxes, and demanding accountability. So I admire Sarah Palin across the board. Great woman, perfect American.
Other than that, you're quite keen, eh?
Other than that, what?
You're quite keen on that.
Yes, I'm keen on that. Plus, she's so good looking.
I need a break after that quite nauseating tribute. So we have a short break,
You're
Ted.
damn right you need a break.
When we come back...
Take a break, Piers. I'll be right here.
When we come back, we're going to talk to you about homophobia. That should fire you up a bit.
I'm sorry to hear you're having that problem. I can help you with that. I'm gay.